Hey guys, my name's Kiersten. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you along with me as I close off my September month and prep and plan, organize, all that fun stuff for October. My sister and I got really into bullet journaling a few years ago, and ever since then I've just been super into organization. It makes me feel a bit better. Also, I like taking the time to reflect on my previous month and then plan and make goals for my upcoming month. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So I just want to show you guys what I use for my setups. For my planner, I use the Muji notebook, and you can find these in packs of 5 for around $3 online. I also like to use a random notebook for miscellaneous notes. I've got video planning, meal preps, things I taught myself about the stock market, just random stuff like that. For my journals, I use pages with dotted grids. This one is from Exceed in the A5 size, and this one is from the Dingbats in the A5 plus size. It's an eco-friendly brand that my sister found and gifted me last Christmas, and these are what your typical bullet journals are going to look like. My all-time favorite pen is the needle tip Energel in the size 0.3. It is literally the only pen that I use when writing my entries, and once you try it, you'll never want to go back. Shout out to Mr. Lunchert for getting me on those, life changer. And sometimes I'll use these Micron fine liner pens for my setups because they come in a variety of sizes. Finally, I have some rulers and sticky notes to help create my setup as well. So starting off with my planner. Now that I'm back in school, I have a monthly calendar. I didn't really use it a whole lot this September, but my upcoming month in October is going to be a bit more crazy, so I'm going to actually be using it. My weekly spreads looked a bit more like this. So I had my Monday through Sunday. At the bottom, I actually kept track of the assignments that I had for each class that were due for that whole entire week. What I use is the Muji notebook, this Energel pen, and just a little ruler to keep my lines straight. I keep it simple. That's really all I need. In the past, I used to use a ton of different size pens and markers and all that kind of stuff. I just find that I don't really have the care to make my stuff as aesthetic. I am much more minimal these days. I'm just gonna show you guys how I set that up. It's honestly pretty simple. I basically just count the lines, make sure that things are even, and then once you have your base, you can kind of just transfer it over for the next week, the next month, whatever. So for my calendar, I make sure to leave room at the top for the title. This paper has both lines and tick marks on the side, and that's how I get my evenly spaced boxes. And so I make 5 by 5 boxes to get the squares. And then I just start putting in my days of the week, starting with Sunday and going through to Saturday. And then I'll check an actual calendar to make sure I put the dates in correctly. I did decide that I wanted to go in with some color, so I just got this marker. It's just a Crayola Super Tips, super simple. I got them in a pack of 100 different colors. After that, I went in with my microns, and I used the ones with the tip 0.03 to put in all of the dates. Next, I started on my weekly spread. Once again, I leave space, but this time I leave it at the bottom for my post-it notes. And then I make 6 rectangles for my days, all 6 spaces wide, and I split the last one in half for Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so that is basically how I set up. This is for the month. These are for my weeks. This is what a finished product would look like. So today is Tuesday the 27th, so I have my assignments of what I wanted to get done today. As you can see, like, I would just get these mini sticky notes and I write down my assignments that I have to do for each of my classes for the entire week. And each day I delegate assignments to the day. You can see I don't have the rest of my week filled out. I kind of just go day by day planning. I'll plan like the night before or the day of, depending on like how I'm feeling and how much work I need to get done, how much time I have in the day. So yeah. So this month, my main things that I'm writing, I decided to write in my class and my lectures. My monthly spread is more for scheduled events. Anytime I make plans with friends or anything, my exams are all coming up, so I wrote all of those down. I'm gonna be going to Canada for Thanksgiving. I have a dog show this weekend with my parents, and I did just get a job, so once I start getting my schedule for that, I'm gonna be putting that into that. Whereas my weekly spread is more for daily to-do tasks, like the specific assignments I wanna get done that day. If I'm going to the gym, if I'm going to kickboxing, if I have class that day, yeah, just things like that. Sometimes I even write just like morning routine or read, like little things that kind of help me flow throughout my day a bit better, because I do have a big tendency to procrastinate and I can get sidetracked a lot. So having a list for me at least keeps me on track and gives me things to reach for and to continue to do as I go throughout my day. So that is my planner. My journal, this is like my safe space. These two things are like my hearts. I write about whatever I'm feeling that day. I'll keep track of my sleep, some habits that I have, any symptoms I'm feeling, stuff like that. Reflect about my month and my week and my days, and it's where I think about like how I want to be feeling in the month to come. So that's where my monthly spreads come, because that's like a lot of affirmations, inspiration, drawings and stuff like that that just make me happy and make me feel ready for the upcoming month. So that's where the difference between my journals and my actual planner and notebooks are. My style within the last few years has changed. In the past, I would use a lot of colors and highlighting, and I would take a lot of time on making different graphs and all these things. But once I got back into school and my time got a little more limited, I started making things more simple. So now I do the beginning of the month little spread of different, different drawings, different quotes and affirmations that I really like. There, I just use my journal less for planning and more just for like journaling. So today is only September 24th. I always write my gratitude on the right side. So I'm gonna leave this. This will be like if I want to journal within the next few days. So I write an I'm grateful for and I'm proud of myself for. And then I do my monthly spread on the left. Honestly, I just go to Pinterest and I look for random ideas. And it usually just comes out to be just things that really connect with like the energy that I'm feeling, things that I need to hear, affirmations, all of that kind of stuff. Whenever I journal, I really like to be in the mood. I like to have like a relaxing place. My basement wasn't really cutting it, so I lit myself a candle because it just suddenly hit me, like I just felt like drawing. And that's usually what happens. It's actually a big reason as to why I tend to do my monthly spreads late sometimes, because I don't really like to force myself into doing it. This is a time for me to relax, for me to reconnect with myself, how I'm feeling and stuff like that. I just like to make sure that I am open and ready for it, if that makes sense. So this is what I have. It's pretty simple this month. I'll usually just start and then I'll keep going until I just don't feel like doing it anymore. I have like some gaps too, and a lot of times things will hit me throughout the month and I'll go back and fill in these gaps, and I don't force myself to do it, but it just naturally happens. And so this is the October spread. Finally, when it comes to setting goals, I just make lists of things I want to work on for the month. Here, I'm going back to the goals I made for September to check on what I accomplished and areas I fell short in. A lot of these goals are more daily lifestyle things that I strive for, but as you can see, I do have that big specific goal of finding a job, and now I can happily say I may have 3. So I'm super excited about that. Today, I decided to make goals in different areas, so I have health and fitness, career, personal, and social media. Social media is a bit tricky for me because I'm still trying to figure out what type of content I like to create, so I just wrote down some ideas I have, but typically, if I get an idea, it'll go straight into my notes app on my phone instead. I also then made a focus area and wrote down the things I let slip last month and want to improve on. And that's basically it. Okay guys, that is it for today. I really hope that you liked this video. I just love organization stuff. I used to watch these kinds of videos all the time, especially when I was getting into bullet journaling and when I had a lot more detail to my journals. Now this is just a more minimal approach, so it's super simple if you're not really into all of that creative drawing type stuff. This will help you stay organized, it will help you feel put together, and I mean, it makes me happy. I don't know if that's a weird thing. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, comment below what you think I should do next, and subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. Alright, bye guys!